This is the best setup I've got right now. And I guess that's a good height. Okay. And now, look, I'm no artist. I mean, I'm an artist in spirit, but in my actions, I do other art, but I wouldn't be a technical artist. And so this is like the second time where I've just kind of, I'm going to draw a picture. And I never draw pictures, And, sorry, one moment. Okay, cool. So I've got my phone, and I can see what you guys can see. See, I'm pretty new to this shit. Okay. So, like I was saying, I don't know what I'm going to draw. I'm just doing it for expression. It's just something I'm doing for my own psyche. Something I decided to do on my own. And, hey, Ophelia. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. So I got a few pieces of paper, I'll keep those aside. But, yeah, I'm not here to show any technical perfections, I'm just here to show expressions from a person who never draws. I'm going to be drawing. Hey, Toma. Hello. Thanks for being here. I'm going to draw as the viewpoint from a person who never draws a picture. I don't know the last time I ever drew a picture until a few days ago. So it's a kind of a cool experiment for myself. And it creates an aesthetic release for myself. It's like I've always loved art. I've always loved illustration. Even as a kid, I would draw stuff. I really gave it up when I got into comics. I was like, I could never do that, So, let's see. I really don't know what I'm going to do. So, I'm just going to start doing something. I tend to like lines. Lines have a lot of meaning to me. They're ends of a spectrum. You can see the detail inside the lines of the spectrum differences. I see those kind of details, those meanings. It helps when you do art. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, so, let's have some fun. It also is very therapeutic because it lets me talk. I realized last time I did this, I talked a lot more. I think it's probably that I'm not looking at myself at a camera. I can actually fidget with a pen and do something while I talk. And that's the way I like it. So this is perfect. I was kind of looking forward to doing this today too. I was, at work, and I said, I really enjoyed doing this, and I'm going to try it again. And we'll see what comes of it. Then I start thinking about all these different avenues, all these different realities that, could be. But I thought about too, like, it'd be cool, like, if I did this for like a few months and I have this stack of illustrations. It'd be neat, you know? It helps me. Like, I'm never open with my art. I never do this, but because of the age we live in, this technological age, this electronic age, I'm sure there's a better title for it, but we have this opportunity, and I'm going to live in the age I'm in. I'm not afraid. I know the warnings. I'm going to heed the warnings. But I'm still going to live in this world because I have to. We all have to. You don't have to agree with it. Yeah, thanks. I do too. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. I do like dark things. Yeah, I do love gothic stuff. I'm a gothic nerd, kinda. And like that essence will come out once in a while. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I kind of want like I can kind of see a bat. Anyway, let's see what happens. I don't know. Or even a daddy long leg. I grew up with those. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. So yeah, I was like, let's give it a shot tonight. And let's see if I can loosen up some of the memories I have or some of the information that, people would like to hear or people would like to know without putting anybody at risk. There's names I don't want to mention just because there's no need to. There's no need to. But, my experiences I could talk all about. And I kind of stick by the rule if they're deceased, you can talk about them. You have the right to, as in mention their name. But, it'll come around. I wonder if there's an actual psychology about like how a person draws. I imagine there is some analysis to it. I don't know if there has to be. It obviously has to do with something with, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Oh well, whatever, never mind. Interesting. What am I doing? Yeah, it's like kind of, sometimes it gets hard. You're like, what do I do? You know, what do I do next? Do I start here? Do I go over here? So I'm going to try not to stress it. Just kind of have a little patience. Let me take a sip of my coffee. You like my mug? Yeah, it's my mother's mug. I use it all the time. It's really big and flowery. Bright, cheerful things like that is really therapeutic, especially to one who, you know, likes the darker tones, like myself. You know, I like the lighter tones, of course, but, you know, I like the darker tones too. I think we all have an attraction to the darker tones, to whatever part of the spectrum, you know. But anyway, it's one thing you'll get out of me. I ramble, and I'll go down a trail and be like, oh, don't know where I am. All right. It happens especially at night. um, See, last drawing I did parallels as well. Like, I think I like to do parallels. You know, matching up lines. It's therapeutic for me. Yeah, yeah. So about the nice thing, you know, having bright things and nice things. Those contrasts are good to have around because contrasts really pop out. And you may repel the brightness because you're not in that mood, but it does shine, you know, like you can see it. And so sometimes if you feel that repulsion, but you just give it some, you know, give it some love, you know, try to communicate with it. And yeah. You know, it's not like I'm a fucking master about that, you know. I don't you know, I feel weird saying advice like that. Just because do I even know what I'm talking about? But, you know, I feel it, so I said it. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Glad to have you here. That's right, I feel that is the spice of life. That is true. You know, it's funny, I have this like better mood these past few weeks, just because of a sense of closure of things, or like maturity with things going on in my life. And I don't even know why I'm talking about this, you know? Meaning, like, I shouldn't ponder about, like, when am I going to get depressed again, you know? And, you know, it's like, well, I'm doing fine. Why should I even think about that? Unfortunately, like, it's going pretty well. I'm going to make it keep going well. You know, it just feel good. I'm doing more. You know, I feel like, anyway, that's the concept so far. No, it's kind of trippy, isn't it? Let's see. I'm trying to hold it up to the camera here. Am I going the right way? Nope. It's kind of like got like a reverse kind of thing to it. Let me try something. Okay. Let me try something. No, I'm not drawing. I don't know what I'm drawing. I really don't. I'm just kind of doing free form art and chatting. Yes, I know, Michelle. It's really nice, but it's like a new practice. The drawing is, and I want to see how good I am at it, because you know, I have the spark for art. You know, I not this isn't supposed to necessarily make any sense. I have no plan, you know. But as I look at it, I kind of get a plan a little. Kind of wild. I'm using Zebra. No, no pencil. No, I'm using ink. Yeah, I'm just, seeing what comes up, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out. You know, this is really nice. I'm not expecting to come up with anything like a masterpiece, but if it comes out cool, it comes out cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But it's a cool exercise. Excuse me. Gonna wipe the tip off. I don't want this to be more edgy, but I don't know if I fucked it up. Damn it. Oh, I'll make something out of it. Looks alright. My mother's coming here. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom, I'm on recording right now. I'm just drawing. Yeah, just so you know.
Is the pizza in here?
It's on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't ask because I don't know what I'm doing, but I kind of have an idea. One day I'll ask you guys, like, hey, tell me what to draw. Like a house or whatever. And I could draw something, what you guys, what you guys want me to draw. I'm not a good illustrator, but hey, maybe I am. I just don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I can hear some owls outside. That's
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just doing some freeform art. I don't really know what I'm creating, but I'm just doing some abstract stuff.
Good.
And yeah, it's cool.
A lot of that abstract stuff has become famous.
Hey, what if I get famous, right?
What do you mean? Why do you think you want my food?
All right, let's see.
He's only nice to me when he's hungry and his mother's not around.
Yeah, exactly. He is adorable.
So then they make that abstract stuff and the rest of the world tries to figure out what does it
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. Or they find their own meaning.
And you just do it doodling.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's cool. Yeah, I like freeform art too. I talk to the people there. Let's see here. Oh, I do have an idea. Oh, interesting. Let me see. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hmm. And then you can change it to see the angles. You get different angles. You see different things. Hmm. It's funny when you do like freeform art, sometimes you feel like, oh, I fucked up, I screwed up. But then like, you try to fill it in and just, you kind of morph it. Like I think I went too thick with that line, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, that's interesting. I kind of see an insect. I gotta fix my camera. I don't like the way it is. Let's check something out. Let me mess around. Okay, now. Whoops. Yeah, I know, happy accidents, man. No, it's not locked. I just unlocked it. Nah, that's bullshit. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna leave it like this because it's cool. It's what I got. Alright. So I kind of see an insect, and either that's like a predator or that's part of its tail, I can see all kinds of different shit. No, it's not over yet. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can see lots of different stuff. You know, even pieces of something. Like I see a ghost walking. Yeah, this way I see a ghost who's walking. It's pretty interesting. I see an open book, you know, kind of like a ghost over the, or a demon over the open book. You know, I'm using my imagination, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I see the dragon wing, yeah. That's cool. Alright, so let's see what else happens. Remember, I might fuck this up, so if I do, it's all happy accidents. Hey man. Oh right. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's see. I don't. Let's see. It's kind of funny because like I like have to figure it out as I'm doing it. Like, okay, what am I doing? But you know, I have a short plan as I go. Like if I stay tuned, if I kind of feel it, you know, I kind of I don't have that stress. And then like you know, sometimes when you're drawing, you feel like, oh, I made a bold move. I went right up here. Like, you know, now you're like, okay, what am I gonna do? But it's all good. No stress. And I appreciate everybody here watching. It's really cool. It's my second time doing this, really. And, you know, I'm just doing a test to see how it goes. And it's fun. Oh, yeah, sure. You can call me Matthew. Well, that looks, I gotta fix that. That doesn't look too good. Alright, let me see here. Um, Oh boy. So thanks, I appreciate it. It's getting wild. Let's see. I kind of want to fix this area to something that I kind of see. I don't know what though. Let me see. Oh, I have an idea. But it might really screw it up. Okay, let's see. Uh, kind of being bold. To me, this is being bold. Like, oh my god, I might totally ruin it. But being bold, because there's no risk, there's no risk. You're just being creative. I have a little audience, my risk is like, am I gonna bore them? But, I'm not here for praise or anything. I'm just here for, good time. A chill time. And I appreciate anybody who's here. Funny. Hey, maybe I'll make coffee mugs with it. Or maybe I'll make, who the fuck knows? Part of my language. You guys okay if I swear? I should probably, Anyway, this is not for kids. All right. Let's see. See, I can definitely see something in this angle. It's kind of obvious to me. I'm not going to say what I see because you guys are going to see what you see. I'm trying to make it easier for you guys to see it. It's not very easy. I got to be more prepared with the camera. So, yeah. Very interesting. But that's not the angle that I prefer. This one's interesting. I'm starting to see some funny shit. Alright. It's turned more cute, instead of edgy. It's more cute now. I think the roundness looks like a smile. It looks like the fin. It's funny. It looks really cute. The little fin. Yeah, I see a superhero as well. But it's time to move on, and that's not it. Okay. I kind of want to like disrupt this area. It's not how I want it. So, let's see what happens. How do I fix it with my brain? Alright. Hmm. Alright, let me start over here. Alright, let's see. Got all this space here. Hmm. You know, it'd be cool if I had some music. You know, I'll try to figure that out eventually. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're having fun. This is great. This is why I'm doing it. And you know, let me see if I can improve on the lighting. Or how's the lighting? Do you like the lighting? You see, things take different direction. You know, I don't really have a plan doing this. I just know it just changed the scenery. You know, to an extent. We'll see what it creates, what it invites. Okay, cool. Thanks. That's good to know. The lighting is okay. Thank you. I just got a weird idea. Let's see if I can plan it to a degree. Like, it was a cool concept in my head. Because art creates some really crazy concepts. Like stuff you can't put in words or you would never think on your own. Hey, Awakens. Hey, good to see you. So good to have your peaceful soul in this. Absolutely. It's a blessing to have you here. I'm just doing some abstract, free form art and just seeing what happens and having some good company and see what comes up with chat. Uh, See what I think about, whatever. Let's see. Hey, Awaken. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is part of the therapy of that. Like art expression. You get to do things that you can't do in the physical. Like you just explained and really pointed out, Awakened. Yeah, it's cool. The ones we want to and without permission. And without anybody's like necessity to be pleased. I'm not doing this. Like it's rewarding when someone likes it and it's sincere. And hey, it's really nice. It feels great. And it helps with the process. Whenever you do anything artistic and you want to show somebody or make it public, you want to hear sincerity. You always want to hear sincerity. At least I do. Like, you know. But sometimes that it doesn't mean that has to overrule everything. You're expressing, you're being yourself. You're letting like my mind is drawing this, I don't have a plan, but it's fun. And it's new to me. And you can do the same, in whatever thing you want to do. That's my little like good words of the day. I don't know what I was preaching about, but just I'm encouraging creativity. Because expressions can be let out where you can't let them out in any other way. Even music, like I know music is a huge outlet. It is for me, especially when I'm sad. But it's not the only outlet. Like when you push out something, like when you make it, it's cool. It feels different. That's my view. Yeah, yeah. You got it. You got it. It's an interesting practice, and I think it's healthy. You know, I think it's very healthy. Yeah, it's true too. It is a way to journal, you know, because you can look at these and reflect, or even your family or loved ones can look at these someday and say, "Wow," you know, and that's cool. That's cool. uh, that's funny. I hope I don't ruin the Bernie. He's probably in a nest. He's hiding in the sticks. Hmm. Change something here. I'm reading what you're gonna say, what you said. Yeah, no, that's very true. And yeah, I've learned to just, not that it's the best answer, you know, but this, for me it is, I guess. But I just tend to stay withdrawn and be comfortable with, like, um, what I can handle and, you know, what I'm happy with. I mean, that sounds kind of obvious, but I think people get too involved in stuff, whatever, like other people's lives or whatnot, and they get all worried and they get all bent out of shape. You know, it gets difficult. So I don't know. What do I know? I am just rambling. You know, I just get that sense. You know, like, and it might not be that easy to explain. Oh, cool. Thanks. It's turning out weirder than I thought. Hmm. It's like you read my mind. Sometimes it feels like the only safe place I can find is in my cave turned prison within the 4-foot space I allow myself to dwell. Yeah, definitely. But that's the most comfortable place. It's like your mind and the darkness has everything you need. You know, it's like you know, being being able to think what you want in the way that you want, and it's hard to say, man. It's hard to describe, but I know what you're talking about. It's like you're comfortable being alone. You know, you like to hang out with yourself because you know what you like and you are interested in things and you have time to hang out and look at those things that you're interested in. And you know, it's a feeling of, I don't know if safety is the right word, stability, I'd say. Yeah, it is crazy outside. I was just expressing sometimes what I feel. Not like all the time. But, and I'm not like telling you how anyone else feels. But, I don't know. You may relate. I don't want to say like that's how you feel. Yeah, that's right. You're your own best friend. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mint? Alright. Damn, this is weird. Alright, let me see. Uh, hmm. Alright, what will I do now? Oh, shit. I feel kind of stuck, you know, like in a puzzle. Like, oh, shit. My flow. You know, I was on a roll. Now, oh, okay, I get kind of an idea. No. Um, Thank you, Awaken. As always, I want to thank you for your calming insights, your camaraderie, both you and your chat. This was a much needed break, and now I can get back to the grind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate those words. Well, it's getting pretty weird, but it's alright with me. It's getting in a direction that I like. I didn't like the cutesy part. I just wasn't in a cutesy mood. Trust me, I love cute, but I want to do something a little different. I don't know. Let's see. I'm focusing so much on the line that I have to look at the page now. My setup, I really don't have any kind of setup. I'm going to be honest. I just use this is regular printing paper. I have a stand that's, recording, and then I have an extra phone to look at the chat, and that's it. The lights are kind of off in the area I'm in, except the overhead, and I think the lighting is cool. Now I kind of see an elephant. That's kind of funny. Yeah, no problem. And if you ever want to do this, you can. It's not, it's a cool exercise. And, there's a lot of fans of amateur art. I call it what you will, just for people who are technical, like, who can, really draw, like, faces and shit, or just super professional at what they do. This would be considered amateur, I guess. But I love amateur art because it shows you what your neighbor can do. It shows you what normal people can do in their own expressions. I also love, of course, professional art, but it's okay to love all of it. Yeah, the chat, you just have a second phone and watch your own live. Watch your own live, and you can just read the chat. And you can also see how your camera is, the shot, so I can see what you guys see. Oh, hey, thanks, Michelle. I was on YouTube for, I guess, a year and a half now. About that. Yeah. Off and on. Yeah, my laptop sucks. My laptop's really, just crappy. To be honest. You know, so I have one good phone and one like Metsa phone. So uh, yeah, it works out. The phones work out just fine. I wish I had the laptop though. I'd prefer that. Let me see here. It is getting kind of late, so um, let me see. Ah, that's cool. Let me see here. Oh, that's different. Huh. Let's see. You know, I like it, but you know, there's this part I kind of want to like alter, but I don't. On the same part, I don't, because it gives shape to different pictures, but in a cute way. That's fine. Yeah, see, here's an elephant. There's the ear. There's the other ear of the elephant. Is the trunk, the body. Um, that looks almost like. It's, oh my god! I gotta fix something. All right, let's see. All right. Wow, that's pretty awesome. That's a pretty great meeting, Michelle. You know, it's pretty great. I appreciate that. You know, it's only $500. You know, once I sign it. Just kidding. I'm joking. But no, I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, and the calmest way is right here. I feel like the calmest is like this. You see. um, My dog wants to go out. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. I know. He talks. Alright, hang on. You're right back. Okay, man. Alright. Cool. His name is King. He's a small guy, but you know his name's King. We got him, and we got him as a rescue. He was just a little puppy, newborn, filled with fleas, and you know we cleaned that right away, and you know took him as our own, and that's why I call him King. Me and my wife like that name. All right, all right. You know, sometimes like you make a move like this, and you're like, it's not really what I wanted to do. You gotta just flow with it. And I'm almost done, I think. That's not quite it. You know what it is too? It's like the angle. We gotta. Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting. See the elephant? And I mean, this could be his trunk. And I can see it spraying water. You know, or more of like an abstract art. Like this is the trunk here. You know. Um, gotta change something. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, again, I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm not quite sure like what's going on here, but I'm trying to kind of make sense out of it for myself. I get the chaotic part of it, but there's something else about it and it hasn't been revealed yet. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty chaotic, but it's like I don't know. I like it. What can I say? This part, and it's gonna evolve into something else a little bit, but I feel like I fixed it from what it was. Don't ask me why. Let's see. I think I really like these shapes, and I like the black ink. And I like the design of like, I don't know, the points. Alright. And over here, it's pretty plain considering. Now, with the elephant, this looks like his tail, almost. Let's see. Yeah, I'm a little stuck. Let me just start. I'm pretty quiet. It's probably because I'm tired. But you know, you guys are cool with it. I'm cool with it. Mm. 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 I have an idea. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let me get the angle. Most comfortable angle. It's easy when you can just rest and do it like this. Relatively easy, you know. Hmm. Hey, thank you so much, Michelle. You're right. It is getting pretty late. 2 o'clock is my time as well. Um, I gotta get up early. But look, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Really, really appreciate it. Um, I'll probably get back to this some later time. The next time I do a drawing, hopefully tomorrow, it'll be probably something else. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out. Peace.